Time now for our weekly Shake It Up segment. And if you follow developments in payments and in e-commerce, you might have heard the unbanked. But what about the unaddressed? That's the estimated 4 billion people globally that don't have a reliable mailing address. And it's not just emerging markets. Here in Singapore, delivery failure rates are typically over 15% because of incorrect or inaccurate addresses. Well, our next guest's company uses blockchain technology to create unique digital and physical addresses. And I'm very pleased to say that he joins us here today. Dmitri Moiseev is the co-founder and CEO of Naviaddress. He's with me around the desk at the SGX. Dmitri, thank you so much for your time.
Hello, Dan. Thank you just for taking this interview here.
First of all, what problem are you trying to solve and why do I need a digital address?
Okay, we're solving a really global social problem. There are 4 billion people in the world that are lacking addressing or just living without addresses. And this is a part of legal identity. And obviously, those people just are disconnected from the e-commerce and the services that the governments can provide them with. So just our address platform on the blockchain provides them with the ability to create their delivery and postal address within kind of minutes and almost at zero cost. So that will bring to the business, I guess, the new clients and just new clients for the e-commerce online business and for the government's registered users, and who the governments can solve, could service more adequately.
So could you give me a real-world example of how it works, and why is this better than me taking out my phone and dropping a pin on Google Maps, for example, or just sharing my location on Apple Maps?
Right. The difference between the case that you're saying is that usually your geotag that you're referring to is not accepted by e-commerce and delivery businesses just for the delivery. And just itself, that creates a huge problem because up to 20% of addresses are not verified from the first use in the mature markets, and up to 80% of addresses are not verified in emerging markets due to errors in address spelling and verification, last mile navigation. And to tell you, the last mile navigation provides for 28 or 30% of total cost of delivering the goods. So generally, if we take out the waste that is there because of these issues with the last mile navigation and lack of adequate verification, generally we will bring more sales, more lost sales to the delivery and e-commerce businesses, and raise their cost efficiency. And this is the direct impact to their daily P&L and cash flow.
So the delivery system was enacted at the end of 2016, I believe. So tell me the type of partnerships that you have been able to achieve and lock down since then. I understand you're working with Booking.com and also Uber.
Right. We started with integration with Uber back in end of 2016, and then just moved to the integration with Booking.com, and we signed the strategic partnership agreement with them. So now you can find 1.3 million of Booking.com partner hotels in our addressing system. So you can easily use our applications, where there are 3 proprietary applications that interact with our addressing system. So you can easily find the Booking.com hotel and get your Uber driver to drive you there. But additionally, we found out this huge issue with the unverified as addressed and the huge waste about that. So we signed the LOI with DPD company in the end of the last year, and we opened up the pilot integration with them in February.
Fascinating. So in the future, I might not have a physical address. Very interesting. Dmitri, we're out of time. We'll leave it there. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for taking this interview.
Our pleasure. That's Dmitri Moiseev from Naviaddress. Stay with us here on CNBC. We have Squawk Box coming up next. Thanks for your company. I'm Dan Murphy here in Singapore. Good morning.